great to have, the hard engage kind of go button from the support. I was honestly still expecting that they would go for it just because it is kind of so common in pro play that people just default towards that. He did skip his blue buff, so trying to get there before Fudge can crash this wave. Okay. And Fudge could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Fudge gonna have to look out for that vault breaker because here it comes. XU arrives, one more hit's gonna get it done. First blood over to Disguise.
Yeah, after 6 minutes on the clock, as Disguised is going to walk up and try to potentially contest for this. XU nearby, Drake down to about 1,500 HP. Contracts close in, and it will be secured by the Trundle. Now everybody on Disguise, ready to dogpile in, but Rahel's already got the first kill. There onto Seos. Shopify Rebellion trying to get away from this one. Contracts takes a bite, but it's who he used his flash. He's not going to have that available for almost 5 minutes. Shopify Rebellion have secured a single grub for themselves, as now Huhi's ready to start up the fight. Seos in the middle of everybody, but the Rel doesn't even have the power to use the ulti just yet. XU's already dead as B-Boy picks up the kill. Now Castle in the middle of everybody, trying to find enough damage here on the Contracts. The winds of war are blowing, but they do not blow strongly enough. As Disguise disengages back over the wall, they get everybody back on out after having only lost XU, but it's a +1 fight.
If you don't have the backup, you're the delivery food driver and making sure that the opponents are being well fed.
Unfortunately for XU, that one backfires, but he does still have 100% kill participation. It's not like it's been a bad game from him so far. Fudge now in a little bit of danger. He firing off the Tempered Fate to save him a couple of turret shots as Fudge has to try to kite away back from his own turret. Seos wants to come up here and help his top laner. Fudge is buying a lot of time, but not enough. XU claiming kill number 4 for Disguise.
Yeah, well done there by Disguise. He just turns off the tower.
12 minutes in, they're leading just about every way that they could possibly be leading in. As soon as they'll grab this dragon here to equalize those like you're talking about. Darkwings just clearing out some continued vision here on his Galio. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Darkwings on the Galio so far. Just want to make sure that as they keep going forward, they're syncing up with the Vi. Fudge once more in danger. Castle and Huhi putting in some good work at a health bar there, and now Castle should just be able to cook him up, but Fudge, he drinks his potion. He barely gets.
That should be the feats going their way. Contracts is kiting this Gromp down, but I mean, I don't think he's going to get in range to actually do anything about this here. XU has the smite, takes it. That is going to be upgraded boots there. As Darkwing's looking for a re-engage.
Yeah, Darkwings might be in a little bit of danger here, but a nicely placed Tempered Fate drops any chance of Shopify following up on that immediately. Contracts is going to try to posture aggressively, step forward a little bit further.
From all the greats.
All
from
over
Vin
the road.
Diesel, from Ricky Bobby. Some of the philosophers, the greatest minds of our time, Flowers.
I like how we're using the name of one character. Hold on now. Seos is going to be some danger heading his way as he gets cooked up by Castle right there next to XU and Huhi. They set the trap. It's easy to find the product.
or whatever his name is. It's Vin Diesel, brother.
All right, you know what? Fair enough. We got Vin Diesel and Ricky Bobby.
His last name is Diesel, and he's in a racing movie. He's Vin Diesel.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. You know, I can respect the wordplay on that one, as I can also respect another Tempered Fate coming out here from Huhi, but he's got to be a little bit more careful. Palafox wanted to try to get the damage down, but it ain't going to happen. Huhi swapping over to the Exhaust, finding value there with the Summoner Spellbook, and
disjointed at times, and Shopify is always going to be a threat. Castle is spotted.
Okay, Castle, can you fight your way out of this one? Tries to turn around for some damage there, but a Contract just about burns him down, but the Tempered Fate arrives. XU trying to follow up here with an engage. Beautifully played from Castle. The Rumble is the bait, and Shopify are hooked. Disguised feeling great about the way this one played out.
Yeah, that was actually sick. Castle able to get a great equalizer down that is getting them really low. Then it's the entire team that comes in to actually bail him out, because Huhi buys time with the Tempered Fate, and then XU targets Palafox, who has his full kit available. So as the Tempered Fate expires on Castle, Palafox is CC'd by the Vi, so he can't actually finish him off. So it was really well done by a number of DSG members there, and they're going to get Otacon. Obviously pulled off the upset, but DSG showing that they are not to be messed with here, and turning in a pretty solid game. TP's coming up. There's the Exhaust. I don't know if they can actually chase him down.
Yeah, Castle's feeling pretty confident on this Rumble. Fudge is not going to get a whole lot more here. B-Boy, though, ready to follow it up on the Corky. One more auto attack, point blank range. You combine it with the Gatling gun, and Castle finally falls.
Nicely done. Going to be able to chase him down. They do get a kill there. We'll see how much more they can take, because the objective bounties are up and available. So if Fudge can push in and actually take the tower on the top side, that would be nice. But meanwhile, XU is working away on this dragon, so they are going to be moving to Soul Point here. It is Chemtech Soul, so not the highest desirability as far as that is concerned, but still, a soul is a soul. Fudge will be able to take this tower, though, so the gold lead will be getting closed a decent bit there. You know, down below 3K. It was about 1,000 gold swing off the back of that, but Rahel going to help to even things out as he's going to be able to knock down that mid lane tower.
Yeah, it's still very
here. And we'll see if they can find a play to try to turn things around. They do have some pretty good X-Factor champs. You know, they have some power as far as the side lane goes. If Fudge can maybe find a solo kill or something like that. And they do have some good engage tools here with both Seos and Palafox. But Seos may be getting caught out here.
Yeah, that main engage tool just took a whole ton of damage, just barely getting away for now. XU catches up, smites him down. Now Darkwing's ready to make his heroic entrance.
Fudge.
TP though, Fudge wants to join up with everybody, and Darkwings has overextended. Another shutdown for Shopify. It'll be a 1-for-1 trade, but the gold favors the Rebellion.
Yeah, nicely done there. Shopify can be free firing, and hopefully for them, we'll be able to get something done as a result. Because when you're looking over, there's very little armor, right? You know, it's the Galio is on Merc Treads plus the Hollow Radiance. You know, there's a little bit of armor elsewhere, but Huhi getting caught out, that definitely sucks.
Yeah, Huhi did not want to be there.
They're trying to attack the tier 2 top as an answer. Palafox clearly knows this, though. He is standing very far back. But even if he can't, you know, get a kill or whatever, you can still try to focus down this tier 2 tower, and that's what they're going to do here. Just 3 members top, focus down the tier 2, so they'll at least get that gold. But teleports are coming in as well from Huhi, so maybe DSG wants to try to find some even more, like try to set up a pick around Baron, try to control vision in that area, see if they can force something.
Well, Fudge does take the tier 1 turret down here.
Well, the WoW-E every once in a while.
Let's see if Seos can give us a WoW-E here as DSG are starting up the Baron, but they don't want to overcommit to it. Got it down to about 3/4 HP. Castle has to flash over the pillar. Tempered Fate doesn't find anybody. Rahel just firing on these Mystic shots. Remember with this build, with the Shojin all stacked up, it pretty much doesn't have a cooldown. Rahel trying to shift forward there, aggressively find some more damage onto Seos. Remember, that is your main engage for Shopify, but it's a level 10 rel. It's a 1/3 HP. If he goes in, he is dead.
Yeah, he'll probably just, it'll be duck hunt. They're going in anyway.
Immediately, though, XU ready to lead the charge. The heroic entrance ain't going to do a whole lot here just yet as Castle's about to die to Fudge off to the side. Palafox already down now, too, as XU, the rest of the Disguise Scrap with contracts, and B-Boy off on the left. Rahel bringing him underneath the tier 1 turret. A beautiful bait and outplay from Disguised. A double kill for Castle before he falls. 2 still standing on Shopify Rebellion versus the 3 of Disguised. It's a bloody fight that slightly goes Disguised's way.
He's getting a bit antsy. And not only are you losing out your own life, you're losing the GA as well.
Ooh, Contract, though, caught up in a Tempered Fate, but he's not the one in danger. Darkwings is the one to be sacrificed as the last bit of needlework from Fudge ain't gonna find a target, but Huhi kills off Palafox. So we will get mid laner from mid laner traded here as once again, the Dragon...
A lot of people do, and Seos is sitting on Smite. They're trying to focus this down.
Rahel is not even here yet. The Ezreal is nowhere nearby, so Shopify can immediately claim the Drake. Huhi tries to go on a magical journey, but the journey is straight to hell. B-Boy sends him there. Courtesy
I've got to question the Frozen Heart in this game. Like, I just don't think that Frozen Heart is really it in this situation. You're the one with... I don't know.
Oh, Shopify's deciding to full send it after Rahel, though, who barely gets away over the wall. Now Darkwings, XU, and Castle coming in for the massive counterattack. And B-Boy is cooked up. Rahel stays alive. And Disguise turn it around, punishing Shopify.
Yeah, nicely done. Able to kite out that engage, and they do punish pretty...
B-Boy, the main cannon from Shopify, one of the 2 eliminated, means there's just no way for Shopify to try to fight for this. And now, right when it looked like Disguise may have lost all their footing, how they may...
Everyone, and you can see it on the face of Damonte there, realizing they went way too far. And that one hurts because you lose the Baron just like that again. They have full control of the map. They're going to be pushing here and trying to extend the gold lead. Even larger lead than it's ever been.
Okay, Huhi's off to the side. Keep your eyes on the board for the Tempered Fate to try to continue pushing things forward. Disguise, the big thing about that last fight too, because meanwhile in mid, Castle has escorted the next wave up, so it's pressure in 2 places here from Disguise as they continue slowly whittling away at both these tier 3 turrets.
Yeah, pushing in both of these lanes, and we'll see how much they can get done. Rahel, is stepping forward, just kind of poking away, not really able to hit the tower just yet. They're going to drop the Tempered Fate, though, and now the tower will fall.
Okay, tower out of the way here in bottom lane. The base has been broken, and Disguise do not want to stop here. Rahel continuing to find those auto attacks, wear down the HP of this inhibitor, take the first inhib, and come that much closer to securing the first win here in this best of 3. As Castle opens up the mid lane inhib to be the target next. Rahel going to find a little bit of damage on that first Nexus turret, knocks it down to almost half. Darkwings popping the stasis, trying to stay alive here for the very front line as they engage back onto B-Boy. The Corki is down, and Disguised have found their main man. Now, everybody else on Shopify scrambles to stay alive, but Castle just does way too much damage. Shopify fought back as good as they could, but after 37 minutes, Disguised proves triumphant to take game 1.
Nicely done by DSG, getting a win.